Good morning to all. I am S. Kalaivani, Assistant Professor of English, JJ College of Arts and Science, Pudukkottai. Today I am taking the subject Shakespeare Studies for first term students. In this video, we are going to see the play Othello's character sketch. First, we are going to see the author introduction. William Shakespeare was born on 23 April 1564. He was an English playwright, poet, and actor. He is widely regarded as the greatest writer in the English language and the world's preeminent dramatist. He is often called England's national poet and the bard of Avon. His works are consist of 37 plays and 154 sonnets. Now we are going to see the play Othello. The tragedy of Othello, the Moor of Venice, often shortened to Othello, is a tragedy written by William Shakespeare around the year 1603. Set in Venice and Cyprus, the play depicts the Moorish military commander Othello as he is manipulated by his ensign Iago into suspecting his wife Desdemona in infidelity. Othello is widely considered one of Shakespeare's greatest work and is usually classified among his major tragedies alongside Macbeth, King Lear and Hamlet. Plot summary of Othello. The play opens in Venice, where Iago, a Venetian ensign, and Rodrigo, a wealthy gentleman, are discussing their hatred for Othello, the Moorish general of the Venetian army. Iago reveals that he hates Othello because he has passed him over for promotion and instead appointed Cassio as his lieutenant. Iago hatches a plan to destroy Othello by making him believe that his wife Desdemona has been unfaithful with Cassio. The main characters of the play Othello. First main character and protagonist of the play Othello, general in the Venetian military, a noble Moor. Desdemona, Othello's wife, daughter of Barbancio. Iago, Othello's trusted but jealous and traitorous ensign. Cassio, Othello's loyal and most believed captain. Emilia, Iago's wife and Desdemona's maidservant. Baenica, Cassio's lover. Barbancio, Venetian senator and Desdemona's father. Rodrigo, dissolute Venetian in love with Desdemona. Duke of Venice, Gratiano, Barbancio's brother. Lodovico, Barbancio's kinsman and Desdemona's cousin. Monatrano, Othello's Venetian preceders in the government of Cyprus. Clown and senators, sailors, officers. So first we are going to see the character Othello. A Moor, an African in general in the defense forces of the city-state of Venice. His successful professions bring him high status in Venice, but his foreign origin and color separate him from those with whom he lives and works. Othello falls in love and marries Desdemona, but during the campaign against the Turks, Othello is tricked by Iago into believing that his wife has been unfaithful with his lieutenant Cassio. Iago works on Othello's personal and social insecurity until Othello believes the combination of Iago's lies and flimsy circumstantial evidence. Inflamed with jealousy, he smothered Desdemona in her bed, only to find out too late that he has been misled and he has killed the woman who loved him faithfully. In despair, he killed himself. And The heroine of the play, Desdemona, a noble Venetian lady, daughter of Barbancio. She organizes her life intelligently and shows courage, love, and loyalty in following her husband into danger. She accompanies Othello to Cyprus on the campaign against the Turks but finds him becoming distant and making wild accusation against her. She firmly believes that he will see that she is true to him, but when she realizes he is about to kill her, she can only feel despair and grief. She dies declaring her love for him. Next, the villain of the play, Othello. Villain of the play, Othello is Iago. Iago is a fictional character in Shakespeare's Othello. Iago is the play's main antagonist and Othello's standard bearer. He is in husband of Emilia, who is in turn the attendant of Othello's wife Desdemona. Iago hates Othello and devises a plan to destroy him by making him believe that Desdemona is having an affair with his lieutenant Michael Cassio. He manipulates his wife Emilia, Desdemona's ladies in waiting, into taking from Desdemona's a handkerchief that Othello had given her. He then tells Othello that he had seen it in Cassio's possessions. Once Othello flies into a jealous rage, Iago tells him to hide and look on while talk to Cassio. Iago then leads Othello to believe that a bawdy conversation about Cassio's mistress Bianca is in fact about Desdemona. Made with jealousy, Othello orders Iago to kill Cassio, promising to make him lieutenant in return. Iago then engineers a fight between Cassio and Rodrigo, in which the latter is killed by Iago himself, double crossing his ally, but the former merely wounded. Iago's plan appears to succeed when Othello kills Desdemona, who is innocent of Iago's charges. Soon after, Emilia brings Iago's treacheries to light and Iago kills her in a fit of rage before being arrested. He remains famously reticent when pressed for an explanation of his action before he arrested. Demand me nothing. What you know, you know. From this time forth, I never will speak word. Following Othello's suicide, Cassio, now in charge, condemned Iago to be imprisoned and tortured as punishment for his crime. Next main character, Michael Cassio. Michael Cassio, or simply called Cassio, is a fictional character in Othello. The source of character is 1565 tale The Cappuccino More by Cinthio. Cassio is unnamed in Cinthio but referred as the squadron leader. In the play, Cassio is a young and handsome lieutenant under Othello's command who becomes one of Iago's several victims in a plot to ruin Othello. Cassio is the gentlemanly Florentine soldier, a man of high manners and theoretical learning, and one of Othello's chief lieutenant. There is a supposed rivalry between Cassio and the play's villain Iago. Iago claims to resent Cassio because Othello chose Cassio rather than Iago as his lieutenant, in spite of the fact that Cassio has no practical knowledge of battle. Iago uses Cassio in his scheme to destroy Othello. Iago insinuates throughout that Cassio is having an affair with Othello's wife Desdemona. Othello's jealous is eventually stalked by Iago into homicidal rage. Next, Emilia. Emilia is the character in the play Othello. She is married to the Othello's ensign Iago and is the maidservant of Othello's wife Desdemona. Cassio asks Emilia to allow him to privately confer with Desdemona, which she does. She finds Desdemona's kerchief and give it to Iago, who swears her to secrecy. Despite her involvement in the handkerchief disappearance, she comforts Desdemona when Othello becomes enraged after discovering that it is missing. When questioned by Othello, she firmly states Desdemona's innocence. When she hears about that handkerchief, she reveals her role and Iago threatens and then he kills her at the first opportunity. She then dies singing Desdemona's song and speaking of her purity and love for Othello lying alongside his mistress. Rodrigo. Rodrigo is introduced in the play opening in Act 1, Scene 1, where alongside Iago, he alerts Desdemona's father Barbancio that his daughter is eloping with Othello, a fact that Iago knows will cause him great annoyance. After breaking off from Iago, who hid in the earlier scene from Barbancio's sight, he joined Barbancios and his men in their journey to Sagittary in Act 1, Scene 2, in hoping of finding Othello and Desdemona. Rodrigo, a wealthy Venetian, is manipulated into the funding the antagonist Iago's plot against Othello in the hopeless belief that Iago will aid him in courting Othello's wife Desdemona. In the later act, Iago recruits Rodrigo to assassinate Othello's former lieutenant Cassio, though he is killed by Iago when he fails in his attempt to do so. Next character, Barbancio. Barbancio makes his first appearance in Act 1, Scene 1 when Iago and Rodrigo rouse him with the news that Desdemona has eloped. Barbancio is led to Sagittary when the newlyweds are found and they are accused Othello of using magic to bewitch his daughter. He brings Othello to trial before the Duke and once again accuses him of using witchcraft upon his daughter. When Desdemona arrives, she tells her father that she respects him only because they are related and that Othello is whom Shep truly loves. Barbancio grudgingly accepts when she says, but not without complaining to the senators in an attempt that having Othello stripes off his title. When this is unsuccessful, he disowns his daughter. Duke of Venice. The official authority in Venice. The Duke has great respect for Othello as a military man and unlike the other residents of Venice does not betray any racial prejudice against Othello and in fact is unsurprised that Desdemona fell in love with him. It is the Duke who sent Othello to lead the Venetian mission to defend Cyprus against the Turks. And last and final characters, Lodovico and Graciano. Lodovico, one of the Barbancio's kinsmen, Lodovico acts as the messenger from Venice to Cyprus. He arrives in Cyprus in Act 4 with letters announcing that Othello has been replaced by Cassio as governor. Graciano, Barbancio's kinsman, who accompanies Lodovico to Cyprus amidst a joyous of the final scene. Graciano mentioned that Desdemona's father has died. And some of the clowns, Othello's servant, although the clown appear only in last two short scenes, his appearance reflect and distort that action and words of the main plots. He puns on the word lie in Act 3, Scene 4, for example, anticipate Othello's confusion of true meaning of that word in Act 4, Scene 1. Thanks for watching.